Facebook. I can't remember the page, but it stuck out to me. And it was also something that I was thinking about, what Lil Lucy said back like a few years back. And it was something small, but I don't know why it made me think of it. But I came across this and, it just piqued my interest on it. I believe it's a New York City gangbang reveals how he became a warlock. Yeah, I can't see through the bottom from the other part right there. Y'all know, still getting used to certain things. It's like, practicing witchcraft. Okay. So, warlock and practicing witchcraft. So, and the reason why it stuck out to me because, you know, in parts of my life, I've witnessed and seen, and I've witnessed and seen little certain things. So when it came to that, it was like it really piqued my interest. And also, I seen a video that this was like years ago. This was like years back. I remember it was I want to say it was a blood. I can't really remember, but it was saying he was talking. They was talking about how they worship the devil or something like that. But this dude, he actually, I guess, became a warlock and he really practiced witchcraft and stuff. So this is something that I just, wanted to react off and give my own opinion to and see how y'all be interested in it. So we about to hop into it real quick. Make sure y'all go ahead, follow, subscribe. It's about to start doing a lot of reaction videos, reaction. Make sure you hit me up, baby. Let's get into it.
I got introduced with 21 Divisions. 21 Divisions is starting off with Dominican Voodoo. I went into to a gathering, like a house. And then when I walked into the house, I thought it was just a regular, like, gathering, partying and stuff like that. And when I went into there, they were doing spiritual sacrifices, rituals, and stuff like that. They all started with a gathering in a circle, doing prayers, trying to bring the spirits up. And I was intrigued. I was like, wow, this is like so dope. Like I never saw this in my life. And you could see, spirits going into people and they will start manifesting. And if you don't know what manifestation means, is when a spirit comes inside of you and it starts becoming that person. The spirit becomes them and they start doing rituals, smoking cigars, drinking, talking about your life and who you are in life. And there was one spirit that came towards me, and he says, "You don't know who you are." He says, "You're very powerful, and we could use."
I thought to cut it, but see, and that's another thing. See, he said also, he just said that, when the spirit came into me, and this is something even still like in Islam and pretty a lot of, you know, a lot of religions believe that spirit can actually come inside of your body and not even it can take full control of your body, but you having the ability to be aware of it as well, too. You see what I'm saying? So you can summon it so you can bring it into your body. And see, that's what, and this is something, like, this is what I was thinking about with Boosie today. This is just what I wanted to get across real quick. So I remember I don't know how long ago it was, but I remember he was on an interview and they were talking about something about the Illuminati or something. He was like, what did he say? He was like, why can't the person who be in the Illuminati own the liquor store? Something like that. I can't remember what he said, but it was something in that in that way. And when you think of it like that, and how people say, these are these people that worship the devil, they have these spirits being, so it's not really them, whatever the case may be, or something. I'm just saying they vessel. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you do that and you allow that entity to come inside of your body, you allow that entity to have control of your mind, your body, and pretty sure they become your soul. So when you practice these things and you get into these things, you start to realize that these people actually, a lot of these people want to do it, and it's people who you least suspect. Like, yeah, and to be honest, that makes sense, and that makes sense because I believe that it's people who live like a regular day, like any normal person, but they still do it. That's just like the same way, you know, a person can have. $3, $4, $5 million and you can live in a small little townhouse. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't really, want a lot unless a lot of people don't really want that unless if they, I guess they geeking for it. I'm not sure, but I think a lot of people, want to really give themselves basically want a cheat code in life because it's like, all right, as long as if I just do this, I can get whatever I want, and it's a lot of people out here who wouldn't think would do it. So why wouldn't I think? I don't think that everything comes from just from the elite and they just doing it because of course they're not doing it themselves. They selves like that's just like father trafficking with all these kids and all this stuff that's going on right now. Like they really like they don't they. It's not like the people the politicians or the people who we've seen over the years come being the pedophiles and this, that, and the third. A lot of people being that. So it's like when you see that they not the ones going out there and hiding in the vans and picking them up. Nah, they getting people that's regular day life people. Probably got a little bit of money, got a little house. Not probably a nice little neighborhood where it's quiet so you don't do too much. You do this for us and you can do you. You know what I'm saying? Like so that's why I say it can happen to anybody, bro. But I just had to get that off because it was in my mind for a minute, but I had to get that off. But let's continue.
Use you. And I said, like, I was intrigued by that. I was like, yeah, like,
And the simple fact that he said that it told him that he was chosen to, and just like how we've seen over the years, it's like they go for people who have a voice. They go for people who can have the influence on the people and use them for their own too.
I want that power. I want that. I want that fame. I want the money. I want the riches because I just came from getting released from baseball and I lost everything. I pretty much lost everything. So I wanted the fame. I wanted the money. I wanted the lights. So they said, okay, we're gonna start doing these rituals with you. You start getting baptized. Start doing the perfumes. So when they started doing the perfumes and stuff like that, the spirit started coming inside me. And as the spirit started coming inside me, I started getting this anger, this rage, and I became somebody that I wasn't wasn't at all when I was growing up. I was raised by my mother. I was raised by my sister. I became this angry man that started selling drugs, that started gang banging because I wasn't gang banging yet. I started gang banging as I got older because a lot of people that would come to these meetings were rappers, drug dealers, and people who want the same power. And I didn't know that.
That's what and that's where it leads to. You dig what I'm saying? You start that's how you know you have outside men. What do you think all these things be happening? Like when we've seen over the years how certain celebrities die, who you think well, I ain't gonna say they probably haven't done it, but who you think that they actually go send to do these things? They don't send the person who's famous to do it. They go get somebody else to do it. And they'll be the person that you probably would least expect. Or that you might expect. You know what I'm saying? It could be a bodyguard, it could be a security guard, it could be a policeman because they got money like that. But at the same time, what are they? They still, if you look at them, the only difference that makes them is that their job just has some money attached to it, the celebrity or that person. But in reality, if you look at it in a sense, they live the same day to day life just like us. Like they ain't in a multi-million. Well, they in the parties because of their job, but they not in it unless like I said, until they start coming up, because I'm pretty sure they making decent money doing it. But what I'm saying is that like they already have people out here just for the little things, just like how you said. He went to the certain meetings and it started being rappers, politicians, this, that, and the third. It's just like if if we if finally wanted to stand up to the government or something, and then some people actually in the government wanted to do something, wanted to help us, this, that, and the third, everybody will be with this with it. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like it'll be a whole little system, it'll be a whole organization that nobody don't know about, but the whole entire time we just going by a day, doing our jobs or doing what we supposed to do so we can make sure the plan get together. That's exactly what they do, just for even. That's exactly what they do. So think about that, like in your everyday life. How many people have you met in your life that you can honestly say that's either wild or really done some like pure evil shit? Or even still, if you haven't met them, how many, how many, how many times have you seen it on the news? How many times have you seen it on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, of people doing the most wildest, outrageous things, and you be like, bro, that's some wild shit. Like that's some evil shit, you know? So let's get back into it.
because they made it seem like it was God, because they also believed in Jesus. They also believed in other things. And I didn't read the Bible. I didn't know. I didn't know the difference. The Bible says that we should not be worshiping idols. I didn't know that at that time because I was so lazy not wanting to read the Bible. So I was so intrigued. I was like, yo, I just want that power, like that same power that you have, how I can just walk on fire, how I could just speak to people's lives. And I want to help people, but I don't know how to do it. So they started teaching me how to read cards. They started teaching me how to do spiritual baths and baptism and stuff like that. And I became this warlock. Throughout this whole thing, I became this warlock. But before I became this warlock, I started being disobedient. I don't know if you know what disobedient is, but disobedient is basically like I was doing my own thing. I wasn't following orders. The same thing as gang banging, the same thing as you were in prison. You have to follow order of a leader or anything. And I didn't want to follow their order. I wanted to do my own thing. So what they did was they put a curse on me. They put a picture of me into a pot and made me sick. So after a couple months later, I lost my kidney. I lost my kidney. Never. I don't have diabetes in my life, in my family's life. I don't have none of that. Heart disease, yeah, but I didn't have no heart problems. The only thing that they found was I lost high blood pressure. I had a lot of high blood pressure, and I was going to work. And when I went to work, I was getting these bad headaches. And I was telling my foreman at that time, I was doing scaffolding. It's like, I got a lot of headaches. I'm about to go to the hospital. He said, all right, go to the hospital and tell me like what's going on. So when I went to the hospital, they found out my blood pressure was over 200. And when I went there, they were like, they did my blood work and they was like, you lost your kidneys. I was like, how? Like, I'm fine. I'm healthy. Like, how's this happening to me? Like I was one, I didn't understand about kidney disease. And I want to encourage people like right now, like take a yearly checkup of your body. Please check your body yearly to see what's going on with you. Because I didn't know what kidney disease was.
That's a true thing. Because like even still when it comes to me, like I'm a person that gain weight. Like my brother was just joning on me when I went to my sister's house for Thanksgiving. He was finding my ass up, calling me fat because I gained a lot of weight. Recently married. You know, that's how it happened. Happy marriage life. You know, but in the sense of like, you know, we do have to pay attention to how we need to take care of our body because at the end of the day, it definitely that's the one main thing that they're also trying to destroy is especially when it comes to alcohol. Like I'm pretty sure that everybody is aware or somewhat of aware to the wisdom that all this food that we have is not good. It's not, and it's not good to the point to where though it's unhealthy for you to eat. Well, I'm sorry, I did not mean to say that. It's not bad for you because oh, you're not supposed to eat it as much, but it's like now they're putting chemicals in everything. They got chemicals in everything. They put steroids in your meat. They spraying the vegetables and fruits with sprays and poisons. Like they doing so much to it. It's like yeah, even now it's like even still if you want to be healthy, sometimes you know what I'm saying, but I mean, it's still a way though. You still have to find a way, and people is out here making a way and showing people that it is a way for you to do it. So, you know, if anybody in their own personal journey or trying to get their body healthy, I salute you. I hope that you go ahead and do your thing, get down there because I'm trying to get down there too. I'm gonna be fasting and everything to get my stomach back in. My stomach actually goes down. I'm still a little boy, but you know, and that's another thing when it comes to spirits too. You know, spirits love to be in dirty, disgusting things because they're into pure evil, and so they're into sloppiness. Like they'll probably like a gym will probably make you, you know, what I'm saying, real life eat someone. And we've seen it. We have people like that, and they're called cannibals. They're called cannabis. I said cannabis. The cannibals, but they you know so it's things out here that we all need to understand and we all need to protect because it's a war. It's really a war, and it's been a war going on ever since. You know, to be honest, in my sense, if you believe in God, if you believe how the world began, or whatever the case may be, understand there's certain different beliefs in that. But you know, I have my answer every yours. That's your opinion, and you can talk about it, see you know, whatever the case may be. But if you believe in God, and have again, like it's been like that ever since we Shaitan has always tried to have a plan to make that he can bring us down with us. You know what I'm saying? He's got one of those ways. He has people in he gives people this illusion that oh this is the life, you know what I'm saying? Like oh we could do this, but to be honest, can you agree or disagree that it's his fault? Because at the end of the day, you have the choice. No matter what the consequences is, you can be put in a situation to where though that you can do something that you know is pure evil. Like you know that it was like it's wild and it will scar you for the rest of your life, but at the same time you can still sit here and try to live on life like you never did it. Just imagine like you had to make a decision like that first. Like you have to make that choice. Now, rather if you get killed or you get shamed or you become homeless or you die on the street or whatever the case may be, which road would you like? How would you die? If you had a choice of how, if you had a choice on how you would die, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would choose a beautiful way or a nice way to die or a heroic way to die or whatever the case may be. You dig what I'm saying? So, in that sense, if you really had a choice to choose how to die, what makes you think don't have a choice to even sit here and think like, okay, I'm not doing that shit. Where I don't care if I don't care if I'm not a millionaire. I don't care if people don't see me as long as I'm all right, I'm cool. Mentally, as long as I'm cool with it, I'll go back to work. But I understand that it can be hard too, because trust me, I ain't never touched a million or 3 million. I probably spent it over the years. I'm pretty sure of it, but not saying like I had it. I'm talking about all collectively. Like I'm pretty sure everybody who's in the same situation that I'm in, like in the lower class or whatever, I'm pretty sure we have spent millions of dollars over the years. Due to how much money we spend almost every other day or every single day. But you know, so we we have to we have to come together with this stuff too, man, because it's real out here. Like I love, you know, that my brother and shout out to my big brother cold hearted to my cold hearted keep my cold. That's OG man. I miss that name. But shout out to bro, he out there with Mr. Watson's work. Shout out to them too, man. You know, they out there doing the exercise on the burpees and doing what they supposed to be doing, helping the community, you know, getting people healthy. especially in the city. Because to be honest, like you said, it's hard. It's hard for some people to even keep a gym membership or do this thing. It's cool that these guys actually went out here doing it for free or going out here doing it with these kids and having them influence with it. Because you got to keep your body right. So when you keep your body right, you keep your mind right. When you keep your mind right, you keep your spirit right. When you keep your spirit right, it's hard for the devil to try to get you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, that's how it is. Let's get back to shit.
And I thought I was gonna be fine. Okay, I got kidney disease. Am I gonna go home now? Like, no. You have to do a emergency surgery to get a catheter, so that we could do dialysis and take out all the toxics out of your blood and all the fluid that's inside of you and clean it up, and then you could be much better. So I was in the hospital, and as I was in the hospital, I was there. They did the surgery, they did the catheter. I ended up going into the dialysis center that they have in the hospital, in Jamaica Hospital in Queens. And I had to be there for 4 hours in the machine. Within that 4 hours, my blood pressure dropped from 200 all the way down to 64. And when it went down to 64, I caught a cardiac arrest and I died. I went black. They had to re-rise me back to life. And after they re-rise me back to life, everybody in my family started crying. They were telling me, you passed away, you died. And I didn't understand at that time. Like, are you serious that I died? Like, I didn't know about that. So as I was there in the hospital, my grandmother came, my aunt came, and they was like, you have to give yourself to Christ. And I said, okay, I'll just go. I'll give myself to Christ. What is it? I almost died. So we did the prayers and all that. And I was in the hospital for a whole month because I didn't have insurance at the time. So within that time, that whole month that I didn't have insurance, I was just there sitting in the hospital, constantly getting dialysis, 4 hours, 3 times a week, 3 days a week, 3 days out of the week. And finally, I got a chance to get out the hospital. And nobody from that I was going into witchcraft, and none of them came to visit me, none of them to check on me or ask me if I was okay, which that was weird to me. That was real weird to me. So I end up, getting out the hospital, going to this church, and I want to talk about this. Like, spiritual warfare is real. Demons are real. I went to this church. I went to go visit my grandmother's church. And when I went to my grandmother's church, I saw a witch there, which I knew because I was a warlock. So there was a witch there. She's not supposed to be there. She's going to a church. So when we went to the church, I saw her. We locked eyes, and we said hi to each other. And as the service was going on, certain churches, if you go to a Pentecostal church, I don't know if you know about Pentecostal churches, but certain Pentecostal churches, they dance and they screaming, hallelujah, they're going crazy. But this Pacific day, this woman was there, I was there. She started manifesting into this demon, and she started speaking in demonic tongues. And then everybody around her started manifesting in a bad way. Like, nobody didn't understand this. Like, no churches knew about this. And everybody around, they thinking this is God, and it's not God. And that woman is having everybody else turn into demons. And then me, I'm watching this. I'm thinking this is cool. I was blind at the time. Like, I didn't know, like, this wasn't a good thing. I thought this was good. So I started seeing people manifest, and I started tapping my cane because I was a warlock. And I'll tap my cane, and I'll have other people manifesting around.
And that's, and to be honest, ever since when I was a kid, my grandmother there, I always said that looked weird to me. And no offense, to anything, but it always looked weird to me because, and it's something that my wife said. She said it's always like I I can't remember fully what she said, so I'm gonna paraphrase it. So it's almost like she was saying like it's almost like they want a spirit in them. You get what I'm saying? But it's like you that's dangerous because if you open yourself to it, you don't know what's coming in. And even still if it comes in and it's pretending to be good, you dig what I'm saying? And the fact that he practiced it, the fact that he knows I ain't gonna say he has full knowledge. I mean, he probably do. I don't know how long he been into it. I don't think he said it, or I don't know if he said it or not. But he it's like he can see it. He knows the words. So when they be saying what they saying or moving how they moving and doing this, that, and the third, you be looking like and no funny. I remember I used to get in trouble because when me and my cousins used to laugh at him sometimes, my grandma would smack us in church or hit us in the head or something. Like, she be like, stop doing that, but he's like, yeah, but with and I don't think it's all of them. I think some of them just do what they do. That's just how they do it. But in this instance, and how he's saying it like this is it's certain places, it's certain people. You know what I'm saying? Because people play in it, but it may look like it goes from up here to down here, but it started from down here, then came up here, and then now it don't go back down here because it keeps us down here. You dig what I'm saying? Like they started from down here. They had to learn the same way we learned. You dig what I'm saying? They had to be molded into something the same way how they trying to mold us into the lie that they want us to believe. You dig what I'm saying? So like we have to understand we have to break that barrier now. And that's what we're doing. But at the same time, it's like a lot of us are, but then a lot of us not. A lot of us don't mind kicking in the front door, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of people differ on a lot of things, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get back into it.
The pastor starts seeing in this. He says, "This is not good." So He shut
And
down
even
the
he
the
knows it.
worship. He shut it down. He
That's
stopped it.
crazy.
When I saw that, I looked at it. I was like, "Oh, okay. This is not for me. This is not for me at all." So I went back into the lifestyle of being a warlock, but I left 21 divisions. I left 21 divisions. I ended up doing Orishas. Orishas is, you ever heard of Beyonce?
Of course, yeah.
You know Beyonce, right?
Yeah.
So Beyonce worships Ifa. Ifa is Achun from the Orishas. That's who I had. I had Achun, which is the goddess of the ocean, of the lake, excuse me, the goddess of the lake. And there's another woman called Yemaya. She's the goddess of the ocean. So
And a lot of them already admitted it. A lot of them already been said that they worship these things. They worship these certain entities, or they worship the devil, or they literally say it in they rap, and then they make it like that's why now when you really look at a lot of things, you really start to see that almost everything that's negative or wild or crazy, that's what makes it first. Like and not saying for everybody because it takes it takes more work. It takes more work for you to try to do something positive because they're not going to try to put that up in their algorithms unless if they wanted to. You dig what I'm saying? Especially now that they trying to block with the whole little stuff that's going on over there with Gaza. I ain't want to say the other word because I heard that they doing the other stuff, so I'm just trying to keep my stuff. But them Syracuse over there, they wild. You get what I'm saying? So, but that's why I say I don't fully know, and I would never sit here and act like I know everything because trust me, I don't. But what I do understand is that when you playing in that world with the unseen, bro, like these people who do this has experienced a different level than we have. Like you have to and even still, if that spirit is telling them a lie, because the whole entire time they can be told a lie, because that's the plan and that's the goal of Shaitan anyway. He's here to whisper to us. He's here to tell us lies. He here to tell us to get the desires here now in this world, and don't worry about God. Don't worry about trying to, get to heaven and the afterlife and whatever the case may be. Like you sit here and you realize that you're not only fighting your own mental battle or your own physical battle, but you're also fighting in a spiritual battle. Then when you realize you're fighting the spiritual battle, you feel like you realize that okay, it's a side. Now, rather than not, we have people have been in our lives for years, but at the same, we have seen people who have been in people's lives for years and then crossed them over in one split second. You dig what I'm saying? And then even still, when you start to notice and look back in life, you start to be like, damn, I never noticed that she was this person. I was just riding for my friend because she rode for me too, or he rode for me too. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like you will never know or never expect a person to be in this type. Like I would like if he wouldn't have said nothing, if he would have never came out with this, I would have never expected. I would expect that he probably, you know what I'm saying. I would have thought of some regular shit like he done went to jail. Yeah, he looked like a Harlem nigga or you know what I'm saying, a New York nigga or something, or he, you know what I'm saying, like I would have never, I wouldn't have even thought of that. So it's like the fact that he's saying that, and then that's what I'm saying. It can be literally anyone. It can be your next door neighbor. It can be the mailman. It can be, you know what I'm saying? Like it can be anyone. It's not just about you know what I'm saying? And not saying that they in it, but they working with them. You dig what I'm saying? That's the employees. That's you know what I'm saying? That's the people who they call in the side on the cut. Hey, go pick this person up. Hey, go set this person up. Hey, go plant this. Hey, go do that. Hey, if you don't do this, they probably got bribes on them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, but him, it's like he didn't got taught this, so it's crazy.
I transitioned from 21 divisions Dominican voodoo, into African voodoo. It
Mm,
has African, Cuban, and Haitian voodoo.
mm.
And when I went there, that's when it got real. That's when I started dealing with big time drug dealers, big time artists. I'm not gonna say who are they, but they were big time artists that were paying. They were paying the high.
Sorry to keep cutting it, but we already know he already said Beyonce worship that, so I'm pretty sure that's one. But then 9 times out of 10, it's the same people who we all think about. Just put two and two together now.
Priest that I was going under, paying him so that they can get fame. And they would use the music of the African beats as samples into their music to conjugate people to like their music. It's bugged out, but it's true.
And that is what's happening now. That's exactly what's happening when it comes to how the music is, especially now today. And then even still, if we go back and be like, yeah, it was good because definitely it was some good music back then. But you also have to understand, even still with the lyrics and like we have to find the origin of certain things. And to be honest, off of what my belief and how it is, it's like certain things that happen, that like it's like they actually do witchcraft and stuff like that over the music. Like they really do that. Like that's why when you listen to songs in reverse, I remember when I forgot what songs it was though, but I think it was like a couple. Yeah, it was a couple of Michael Jackson songs. It's a cartoon jump too. I think it was Dora the Explorer. Yeah, it was Dora the Explorer. Listen to that jump backwards. Like it has a lot of evil sayings in this, and and the crazy thing is, all of these things are facts. Like this it's not something that you think. Like this is something that's facts. Like you can literally go on YouTube right now and look it up, and you can hear what they saying in backwards. And but also even still, you got to think of the frequencies of the music because that's just like right now. Because in everything you do, right, you send off a frequency. Well, not everything you do, but mean when you verbally speaking, that sound, that vibration, you sending a frequency as well. So when you listening, you're also listening to the beat with frequency in it, but then you're also listening to the words that's coming out of a person's mouth. So now you're listening to uh, a natural, which is the mouth, and then uh, uh, are artificial, which is man-made beef. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like when you think about that, you're getting two different ways of frequencies, but those two frequencies are working together to manifest something to where though they can get you to draw into the song. You dig what I'm saying? So that's why, like prime example, let's say like I remember when I was around my way, and that's when that Shabba Ranks song came out. When that jump first came out, a lot of people around my way did not like that song. I remember that. A lot of people did not like that song. I played that song every day of that week. I remember this because that was my favorite song. And back then, when I was younger, I always used to like to dance, and I always like to listen to hyped up music, shit that get you turned. So when when that song came out, I played that song every single chance I got. That was my shit. When that song played out of nowhere, I used to get like that was my shit. And after a while, people started liking the song. So it's like, and it's not like it's a oh that's a groundbreaking moment, but you've done it. How many times have you heard a song on the radio and you didn't like it at first, but after the sixth or seventh time you like this? And you already singing it because you done heard it like 5, 6 times already in one day. So I'm telling you, man.
And then the drug dealers, they would pay off the high priest to protect them from the cops, protect them from the ops and stuff like that.
uh, Yeah, so that was in so like I say, man, this it's a very crazy manipulative world out here, man. And a lot of times we may think that, you know, it's it's just okay to just go on with life, and we don't think that these certain things can happen to us because I think a lot of people right now, they're just not they're not nervous or scared. I can't say that because I'm not everybody, right? I'm not that. But what I'm saying is that I think that when people I think that when people really sit back and really get the true understanding that at any given moment, at any given time, these people who are our politicians, our police chiefs, our president, you know what I'm saying? The people who so-called run the society. I gotta update X. No, 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 I'm not doing that with Call of Duty. No, too many updates. But anyway, um, at any given moment, at any given time, they can literally strike us. Like you see what's going on in different parts of the world. You see how the whole genocide is happening, and that these people want us to believe that they're doing it for the right cause. When in fact they saying they going over there killing a terrorist group, but then they said, fuck it, we just gonna kill everybody. Like, how did it go from that's like me saying, I'm gonna fight this one person, or I'm gonna just go fight this one person, but then I'm gonna just say, fucking, just go kill everybody in the house. I mean, like, I don't even know if that just made sense right now, but it's just wild. Like they don't care. The reason why they don't care is because they know they. I believe it like this. I think a lot of them don't care, and for they go to the highest extent anyway because now they got it in their head to is that well, fuck it, I'm already here now. I might as well just keep going. So whatever gets thrown out gets thrown out. They have that concept now because eventually, like, I think eventually, like, and mentally, they just be drained themselves too. Because it's like it's either you're gonna accept it. A lot of it's like this: you gonna accept it, or you gonna die. Which one you want to do? And he's like, well, I don't want to die right now. I do want money. I do want to look like a movie. I do want to do what I want to do. Fuck it. I'm gonna just do it. Pretty sure a lot of them think like that. But it is what it is, man. They out here. But like I said, but the main reason why it stuck out to me, because like I said, it's the thing that what Lil Boosie said years ago when he was talking about, people in the Illuminati, why they can't say that it's people who is why why the person in the grocery or in the liquor store or the corner store can't be with it, and this, that, and the third thing. And in my mind, I was like, I would actually think so, me personally, because like I said, it's the same thing in good and bad, right? But it's just flips a certain way. The same way how I believe a person who looks like they live a normal life, probably have a normal job, but they with that satanic cult shit. Yeah, I do believe it. And then also with the same on the good side, if it's a person who and I'm saying it's based on because the people who do that stuff, they want the power, they want the money, they want the attention, this, that, and third. So the person who has that, a person on the good side, they can have all that and still live in a regular house or a nice, decent home. You know what I'm saying? They don't need 1,000 acres and a 5, 6 bedroom house. Nah, they just and even still, if it is a 5, 6 bedroom house, it's not what you think. It's something simple. You know what I'm saying? Or they just do something simple. So that's why I say when it comes to stuff like this, I believe it though because it it's an organization. It's a game. You might as well say it's a game. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it as a gang, all right, especially if it's a gang to where though that has politicians, police, fucking probably fire chiefs, you know what I'm saying? All of the jobs to where though that is dealing with people and certain transport, whatever the case may be. Like just imagine all them people have to work together in some type of way. All them people gotta have a job. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all like anybody can be in it. If an influencer like how I'm trying to do my thing on Twitch right now, if a person like that can say and sell their soul or give all they self to a organization or a company or a person or whatever the case may be and worship them and then go out here and portray like they something else the whole time, they just doing this for the money, this, that, and third, but behind closed doors they doing whatever they doing. What makes you think a person who works at a mall can't? They probably just want the highest position at the mall. They probably, you know what I'm saying? Like they ain't gonna ask you to. Nah, I want to stay where I'm at as a company, and I can move how I want to move it. You know what I'm saying? Like this, my operation right here. It's the same way how in the movies, like when you be seeing those people who be in the government or politician and he's trying to do some slick shit, then they always go hire the. It's always either a street nigga who really knows something or a goofy ass nigga who just be doing a bunch of wild shit. And he help him because he get paid. He don't even care about the cause. He don't care about the neighborhood. He don't care about the culture. He don't care about nothing. As long as he getting paid, he or she, as long as they getting paid, they don't look at it. What makes you think it ain't people out here like that in reality? Same thing. But they tell you the truth, and the devil has to tell you the truth. You might get shit for real, you know. But yeah, man, this has been cool. Again, this is my first reaction video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, but y'all definitely stay tuned in because I'm gonna be getting on the game in a while in a little another second. But y'all stay tuned in. I'm about to post this video up so I can get some more people in to watch the views, man. But make sure again, man, y'all send me some videos, man, to react to if you need to. You can send it to me on Twitch or you can send it to my Facebook on Instagram, which is my name, Niko Glover. How you spell it? Just put Vin in front of Nico with a K, not two Ks, just one. So Vinniko and Glover, like Danny Glover. Just that's easy. That should be easy. But for Nico, Vin and Nico, just put that in the front. Find my Facebook, find my Instagram. Y'all can send me some videos that we should gotta do. But yeah, so this has been Nolya Niko, showing your host Nolya Niko, and we will be back.